Since the discovery of crude in Oloibiri almost 70 years ago, the industry has been largely dominated by the international oil companies IOCs. However, in the last 2 decades, a group of determined and resilient indigenous independents have emerged, largely due to government's indigenization policy and IOC's divestments. These new indigenous independents came together to form a group now known as the Independent Petroleum Producers Group, IPPG.
We set up the IPPG in 2015 as an organization that will advocate for the oil and gas industry, particularly the indigenous companies.
We wanted it to be those who were specifically involved in investing and producing oil and gas. And that's one of the criteria for being a member.
Established in 2015, IPPG is an association of Nigerian indigenous exploration and production companies committed to the renaissance of the Nigerian oil and gas industry. Their mission is to be recognized as the official unified voice for the Nigerian independent exploration and production companies, working with integrity and promoting efficient and diligent operations.
In the last couple of years, where independent producing companies had emerged, it was quite obvious that we needed an umbrella for ourselves.
Today, IPPG member companies constructively engages government and other industry stakeholders on matters affecting the industry, with a view to realizing a sustainable industry of our aspirations and maximize its contribution to the socio-economic development of Nigeria.
Today, the IPPG members are contributing significant volumes in terms of barrels per day to the nation's contribution of that 1.3 production. And today, it is indigenous IPPG members who are producing the bulk of Nigeria's domestic gas supply.
And so you can see how successful we have been as a country, that instead of international independence moving in to take the place of the retreating IOCs, it's actually Nigerian independence that have moved in to take this position.
IPPG has been instrumental in unlocking Nigeria's oil and gas potential, investing in infrastructure and technology, advocating for policy reforms.
There are a lot of challenges with gas processing, gas transportation, gas infrastructure. So one of the areas the government definitely needs to play is to create those enabling laws and environments that will help with people investing in gas.
Our association is bringing in huge revenue to the Nigerian government. We are employing thousands and thousands of people, hundreds of thousands actually.
The modular refineries are breaking new grounds, creating employment opportunities, reducing poverty, enhancing local content, and contributing to economic growth and development.
And we were convinced that if we installed a modular refinery in our wellhead, by our oil producing field, it was going to be a viable proposition for us. You know, because this was a market that was energy thirsty.
About 10 years ago, when we started the story of Ogbele, I forecasted that there's enough space for 20 Ogbele refineries. After Niger Delta refinery, there's the Waltersmith, there's the Unpack refinery, there's the Edo State-owned refinery. So you can see that there's critical mass within IPPG.
Beyond Nigeria, there are no other country within the African continent that can boast of the level of indigenous participation across the oil and gas industry value chains. The future looks even brighter. Their voices echo through the industry, and their unwavering spirit fuels the hope for a better tomorrow and a more prosperous future for Nigeria and the oil and gas industry.